thanks so much for joining me for another quick and easy recipe. Today we're going to be preparing my secret recipe brownies. And what's so special about these brownies, you may ask? Well, we prepare them a certain way so that when they bake up in the oven, they puff up like a souffle, creating that crispy, crackling crust. And as they deflate and cool down, they get that silky smooth interior. It's something worth trying and you will forever be hooked. So now let's get started. We're starting off these brownies by melting a cup of butter with 7 ounces of dark chocolate, either in the microwave or inside of a double broiler. Once they're all nice and melted together, I'm going to be placing it to the side to slightly cool while we whip up the eggs and the sugar. These are 4 eggs going into my mixer, and with the whisk attachment, I'm going to be whipping up these eggs with a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a cup of granulated sugar, and some vanilla. And set your timer because this is going to whip up for 10 full minutes. The reason we're going to be whipping them up for so long is we want to aerate these eggs, which is going to create that delicious, crackly, crusty top to these brownies. For those of you who are new to my channel, I post weekly unique recipes. Be sure to subscribe and click that notifications bell so you won't miss out on them. Don't wanna swim it over. Okay, so once that egg mixture is mixing, I'm gonna go ahead to the side and prepare my flour mixture. This is simply just 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour and a 1/3 cup of dark cocoa powder. Of course, we're gonna be adding a bit of salt as well. It's important not to skip on sifting this cocoa powder because it always tends to have some lumps, and this will ensure that we won't overmix these brownies. This is how the egg and sugar mixture should look after 10 minutes. It's very light yellow color and doubled in volume. You're gonna lower the speed and add all of that melted butter and chocolate. Turn it off at this point because you don't want to overmix and deflate all of the air that we put into those eggs. You want to treat this as if you're working with a meringue, very cautiously and very quickly. Fold in that flour mixture and place this into an 8 or 9-inch pan that has a parchment lining hanging over the edges. These brownies are going to bake into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 to 45 minutes. They're going to rise up like a souffle while they're baking, and you want to slightly shake the pan or press the top of these brownies, and once they're not jiggly in the center, they're ready. Allow them to set a few minutes in the pan, and they will deflate a little bit due to the fact that these are so fudgy in the middle. Remove them from your pan and peel off that wax paper. These brownies are extremely heavenly. Every time you make this recipe, it's gonna guarantee that you get that crispy, crackling crust on top. And not to forget that silky, smooth interior. Yes. Just wanna hold it, don't wanna swim it over. It feels like you got it. You want your roller coaster. Don't ask me about my free. These brownies have been and always will be my go-to recipe and will soon be yours too. But why?